Oh boy, this is gonna be a lengthy video. Anyway, hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here. Guys, how are you? Happy Halloween, okay? This is my special Halloween themed video that I have planned for you guys. I've had this planned for a couple of days now, and it is October 29th, Wednesday, October 29th. I'm filming this 2 days early because I'm going to be busy in the next 2 days. Nevertheless, I'm going to be uploading this video on Halloween, so I hope you guys will enjoy. But anyway, guys, the point of this video, as you can tell by this giant stack of movies, and no, by the way, I did not just purchase all of these. This has been years of collecting both DVDs and Blu-rays. Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you in this video my entire horror movie collection on Blu-ray and DVD. You know, I was thinking about it for a while. You know, first off, right off the bat, guys, I sincerely apologize for not having done any Halloween-themed videos during this month of Halloween. It's just college has really taken the wind out of me, knocked the wind out of me. I have been so busy, left and right. You know, I tried to sit down and make a Halloween-themed video. I literally couldn't. I just didn't have any time, and I deeply apologize for that, because last Halloween, I went all out. I did a whole bunch of Halloween-themed videos for you guys, and I felt so bad, because this Halloween, I just didn't, this month, this October, I didn't get to do it. And I really apologize for that, guys. Nevertheless, I was thinking about several things to do. I said, you know what, should I just pick a horror movie and review it, watch it and review it? I didn't know what to do, and then it came to me, you know what, I want to go all out. I want to do a huge video because I didn't do any Halloween-themed videos within the past month. So for that reason, I've decided to go all out and show you my entire horror movie collection on Blu-ray and DVD. Now, as you can tell, this video is going to be pretty lengthy, guys, so you know what, go, if you want to save this to like your watch later and come back, you know, watch this video in parts. This video is going to be super long, but as you can tell, I got a lot of titles. I'm just going to basically show you each one, talk slightly about them, and then move on and get on to the next title. Basically, that's what I'm going to have to do in order to save time. And as you can tell, I'm not even like I would be filming this on my bed, which is where these are all resting on right now, where I normally film all my videos, but the stacks would be all over the place. It would have just been, it would not have looked as good. So I'm sitting on a chair off of my bed. So this is what I'm going to have to do. When I go to each stack, I'm going to condense the tripod because I need to move closer to my bed in order to reach. And I'm going to, so I'm going to be adjusting the camera a lot, so bear with me, guys. Anyway, so you got that wide shot of all of these. Let's break down each stack. I'm going to go through the DVDs first. So let's take all the Blu-rays and TV shows. There's some TV shows over here. Let's move them to the side. Let's move these to the side. I don't need them right away. And let's focus on this giant stack right here. Can you guys get all, can I get all that in the shot? No, but I'm going to end up panning down. So here we go, guys. Let's get to it, all right? Here we go. Here's my Halloween-themed video from me to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know what you think about my entire horror movie collection down below in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And share with me your horror movie collections. Now, granted, keep in mind, there's going to be some really bad movies in here. I collected some of these when I was like 12, okay? So that's why there are some bad titles in here. Anyway, here we go. Let's get started. First up, guys, we got the Chucky Killer DVD collection, which includes Child's Play 2 to 5, Child's Play 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, and Sea of Chucky. You know what? They got worse as they went on, that's not that great, but I do not own the first Child's Play. I'm trying to get a copy of it. I want to get it on Blu-ray, but I just, you know, I can't, you know, I want to get it real cheap. Anyway, next up, I have Cursed. Yeah, this is one of those titles I was talking about. Yeah, not that great of a film, but I got this when I was young. When I first started collecting DVDs, you know, I watched it when I was younger. I was like, oh man, that's a pretty cool werewolf movie. You know, I've since rewatched it. Yeah, there's problems in this movie, okay? But I still have it. Oh god, here's another one. I actually got this not too long ago. Oh, I'm dropping it. Dark Water, starring Jennifer Connelly. Not a great movie either, but I think I got it for like $5. You see that little girl? See her? What was her name in the movie? Sassy? I can't remember. What was her name? I don't know. I just loved making fun of her name, if you guys have seen this movie. So yeah, had to get that. That's Dark Waters. I really wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, oh, here, I have a few classic horror movies on DVD, and one of them is Dracula. I've actually never seen this, but I remember buying it real cheap in, like, my supermarket. But I actually have to sit down and watch the original Dracula. I've never seen it, but I have seen Frankenstein, which I don't own, and I have seen The Wolfman, which I do own, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Also, by the way, guys, this does not include my VHS titles, which I just decided not to include them. That's just like overkill. You guys know I have this. I've done a review for this. I have the first four Friday the 13th movies. One is my favorite. I'm not doing it right. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible, guys. And then again, kind of like with the Chucky movies, they kind of get worse as they go on. Even though I enjoyed the first four, actually. Basically, even though the Friday the 13th movies, they're basically the same exact thing all over again. Kind of repetitive. But anyway, move this down a little bit. Then we have Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Still have yet to watch this movie in its entirety, but I got it with the slipcover, so that's cool. Part 6, Jason Lives. Still have yet to watch all of that. I haven't watched parts 5 to... I got these... When did I get these? 2012? Still haven't watched them all. It's just I don't have the time, guys. Let me move this new forming stack out of the way. Part 7, New Blood. Oh, and by the way, this literally, when I go to my DVD rack and I see all the Friday the 13s all lined up, they look so nice. And I see this, it doesn't have the slipcover. I want to kill myself. You know, it really bothers me. That's how I am. I'm a completist. I'll watch these one day. One day. Anyway, and then Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I do not have the other Friday the 13th films like Jason X and all them. I'll get them at some point. I want to complete the collection. And then I do have the His Name Was Jason set. You guys already knew about this. I've made a video about it. So there we go. I do have The Grudge. Who directed it? I think Sam Raimi directed it. No, he didn't. Did he produce it? Yeah, he produced it. That was it. The original Grudge was the best. The second one, but I enjoyed the first one, even though I don't think it got the greatest reviews. I kind of enjoy it. So there we go. The Grudge. And then, of course, my favorites. I have the first Halloween. I bought it like several times. So here we go. Let me just, do that. You guys know how much I love these. I've done my complete Halloween collection. This is the extended cut, which is the best version to own on DVD. I'm trying to rearrange piles here, guys. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Halloween 2, I should just get rid of this because I have Halloween 2 on Blu-ray, the collector's edition. I don't know why I still have it. And I have Halloween 4, the Return of Michael Myers. They're starting to get worse, but I enjoy 4 and 5. 5 was dumb, but I enjoy it. Revenge of Michael Myers. I wanted to get the giant new Halloween set that just came out, but I'm not paying that much money. I really want to get that, though. I mean, I'm a diehard fan, even though the movies, not all of them are great. Anyway, then I have the Halloween collection, which includes The Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and Resurrection. And I want the producer's cut of 6 because I didn't like it, and a lot of people said the producer's cut made 6 a lot better. So I kind of want to see it. Anyway, so that's my entire Halloween collection on DVD. I've showed it to you guys in the past, though, so nothing new. I do have Hide and Seek, which came out in 2004, so I was probably, I don't know how old was I? Like 10, maybe, when this movie came out? Yeah, no, that would make, no, I wasn't 10. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to do the math right now. I'm trying to get through this so fast. Hide and Seek, Robert De Niro, kind of underrated. I actually like this movie, even though maybe now you can see the twist coming from a mile away. At the time, I thought it was genius, actually, because I saw this when I was really young. When did this movie come out? 2004? 2005. So, 10 years ago, I was like 8. I was like 9, 8 years old, and I watched it, I think, at that year. I don't know. And then I have The Last Exorcism, which I didn't see the sequel, but the first one was decent. I got it real cheap for $5, which is why I have it. I gotta watch it again. Only seen it once in the theaters. Then I have, I loved this when I was a kid, Monster House. This came out like right at the perfect time. I was like 10 years old. Monster House. I love this thing right here. Look. Wait. I can't do it. You're supposed to slide this and look. Look, now the house is eating them. Look, that's freaking awesome. This is a really good one of those like stop motion anime. Is it stop motion? I think it is. I don't know, but the animation was incredible. So that's Monster House. All right, let's go to the second DVD stack. Let's bring it in to the center here. Here we go. What am I doing backing up? I got to get closer. All right, so let's start from the top. And starting off, I have all the Paranormal Activity movies except for the marked ones, which sucked. That'll be on my worst of the year list. But the first Paranormal Activity, arguably one of the best. Even though I know a lot of people hate the found footage genre, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I enjoy them. I enjoy these movies. Do they scare me? Like, they never really scared me. But, you know, I'm just adjusting stacks here, guys. Just bear with me. They never scared me, but I always thought they were creepy. So, you know what? It works for me. So, the first one. The second one, which is probably my favorite. I don't know. I thought this was the most fun. And I really like the ending. Yeah. Where's the one where the babysitter? I think it was 3. Then I have Paranormal Activity 3, the DVD Blu-ray combo. I like this one because there's the babysitter, and then, you know, she's doing the homework or whatever in the kitchen, and then there's the towel, you know, the bed sheet, and there's a ghost under it or whatever, and then the sheet like just dissipates, you know, it falls to the ground, and she turns around. I thought that was awesome. Paranormal Activity 3. Oh boy. Prom Night! This movie came out 2008. Figure this out, guys. 2008. I don't know how old I was. If I was like 8 in 2005, or 9 in 2005, in 2008, I was like 14, 13, no, maybe younger. I don't know. I was younger than that. Prom Night. The remake. I did have the original at some point. I don't know where it is. I like lost it, I think. I don't know. Or maybe we got rid of it. Maybe I got rid of it. I don't know. But the remake, you know what? I liked it when I first saw it. Obviously now it's not as great. It's one of those, you know, campy, you know, crappy but enjoyable horror movies, you know. Even though the original sucked to begin with. I do not like the original Prom Night. Anyway, I have the first 4 Saws, as you guys know. I've only seen the first 2, actually. I love this packaging. Look at that. Look at that! It's a jigsaw! Saw 2. There we go. Same thing going on. I don't know if no, I like 1 more than 2, but 2 was actually a very good sequel. And then I haven't seen 3 yet, or 4, and I need to get the others somehow. I don't know. I love this cover, though. I love all these covers. Then I have Silence of the Lambs. Now, guys, don't kill me on this one, but I have only seen parts of the Silence of the Lambs. Don't ask me why that looks like shit. But I've seen a good majority of this movie. I've never seen the thing in its entirety, but I don't know, I think actually my parents probably bought this like years ago, like somewhere really cheap because they love this movie. And then I remember like watching parts of it or whatever. See, I'm so young. There's a lot of older movies I need to catch up on. And this I've only seen parts of. That's one of them. But Clarice, the Lambs, Clarice. Then we have the Stepfather remake, which, you know what? When did this come out? 2009, was it? Yeah. I remember now. I was around 12 that year. Yeah, so I obviously didn't know it wasn't that great. However, I still think this is enjoyable, even though people crap on it. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the best out of all of them, of course. I love this movie. One of my favorites to watch around Halloween. Same thing with the Halloween movies. The Friday the 13th film. It's just a Halloween film. Point blank. The Thing. I actually just got this really cheap at Walmart for $5. You know what? I was at Walmart the other day, and I got I'm going to show you later on. I got the Scream 5 film set on Blu-ray. At Target. I went up to like Target and Walmart one day, like 2 weeks ago, and then I went to Walmart and they didn't have like any good horror movies on Blu-ray, so I went in the DVD section and they had their Thing for $5, and I said, you know what, I've never seen it, I want it, so I got the Thing. Still haven't seen it though. That's the John Carpenter remake. Vacancy. Say what you want about this movie. I really enjoyed Vacancy. I thought it was a very good thriller. I look at it as a horror movie. I'd categorize it as that. Oh God. There's this movie. When a Stranger Calls. Yeah, again, another one of those movies. When did this come out? I don't know. I can't find the date. 2006. Yeah, so figure it out, guys. I was about, 10, 11, around that age. I lost track of how old I was back then. And when I saw this in the theaters, I'm like, it's not creepy at all, but for some reason I enjoy it. And it's just one of those movies, yeah, it's forgettable entirely, but I enjoy it. Could have been a whole lot better, though. And then there's The Wolfman, which I've seen when I was so young. Like, I was probably like 7 when I watched this. Like, I watched it on AMC Fear Fest, like when AMC did like Monster Fest, when they actually showed these old movies. Now they don't show them anymore, unfortunately, for all our younger generation. I'm sorry, for our newer generation. I'm sorry, you guys get screwed because now that they just rerun Tremors all day. But yeah, this was really good, classic. Even though I hardly remember it. So that's all my DVDs. Oh boy, I need to take a breath. Now I got Blu-rays and TV shows. I only have, just to make a long story short, I have the Walking Dead and Harper's Island, which I'm just going to show off briefly, but I consider them as horror, so that's why I'm including them. Why is my tripod shaking? I don't know. Here we go. Okay. Let's get into the Blu-rays and we're done, guys. It's almost over. Don't worry about it. Have to go return some videotapes. American Psycho. A lot of people, this has developed a cult following ever since it got released, obviously. And although I have a few problems with this movie, and even though I like the ending, I'm not a huge fan of ambiguous endings. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. It could have been better. But Christian Bale was phenomenal in this movie, and there are some very, very memorable moments, and it has kind of like that dark humor thing going on. Like it's somewhat funny. Like Bale's performance is funny, like the character he's playing. But I'm not going to get too much into it. It's just a decent movie. I definitely recommend it. American Psycho. Then we have a real classic here. We have the original Carrie. With Sissy Spacek and John Travolta and Piper Laurie. Really good movie. When did this come out? 76, I think. Yeah. I got that last year on Blu-ray. Very good movie. Then we have my favorite found footage movie, which is Cloverfield on Blu-ray. Excellent special effects, and it was actually kind of intense. Like, I really was drawn into this movie. Love Cloverfield. Next up, from one of my favorite horror directors, actually, and I've only seen this and Insidious 1 and 2, and it's The Conjuring from director James Wan, who is one of my favorites. I got this recently, Black Friday. And this is pretty good. It could have been scarier. Horror movies rarely affect me unless they really, really, do it. But this movie overall, like, I think last year was a really good year for horror movies. This movie made me jump like 2 or 3 times. And you know what? That's enough for me to say, yeah, I'll buy it on Blu-ray. So that's why I have The Conjuring. Okay, how to do that. Just got this recently. You know what? I bought this recently, and I don't even remember when. Like, I know I bought this within the last, 3 months, but I just forget, where and when exactly. I don't know, it's just one of those things like, oh, here, I'll get it. I saw it in the store, I'll buy it, and then I just completely forget where I bought it and when. But I have The Crazies, very good, not zombie, because they're not zombies, like infected rage virus kind of movie. Very bloody and gory, and I really enjoyed this. And Timothy Olyphant is a really good actor. So, Crazies. Then we have, of course, I have to have the first Friday the 13th on Blu-ray. I would love to get the entire collection on Blu-ray, but you know what? I haven't seen all the movies. I hate Jason Goes to Hell. Jason X was the most stupidest thing ever, but it was funny. And then Freddy vs. Jason was meh and eh. So I'm not going to buy the whole Blu-ray set, but I had to own the first one on Blu-ray. I mean, it's a classic. How do I not own it? Then, I know they're out of order here. Then I have the first 2 Halloween movies on Blu-ray. I have the first one, Standard Edition Blu-ray. I don't know why I still have this, because I have this, which I got last year, which is probably my favorite version of the movie on Blu-ray, obviously, between this or this. One of the two. Pick which one. Which one will you guys pick? I'll pick this one. Anyway, I love this because it's got the digibook and got all the info about, the making and production of the film. This is my favorite horror film of all time, in case you guys didn't already know that. That's why I love it so much. So I gotta have, million copies of the movie, okay? Does that make sense? No, but it's alright. So then, yeah, I got Halloween, and then Halloween 2, the Collector's Edition, which is my favorite horror sequel of all time. By far, I love Halloween 2. I don't know why it gets shit on so much, because I love it. Anyways, that's Halloween 2. Moving on, we have another one, arguably one of my favorite horror movies. This is one of those movies that literally scared the shit out of me when I first watched it, and that's why I love it so much. And it's the first Insidious. Second one was meh. First one, excellent, in my opinion. I've met people who don't like it. I love the first Insidious. Next up, best vampire movie ever, probably. You know, Fright Night was pretty good too, but the original, not the remake. The remake with Colin Farrell sucked. But the original Lost Boys, they better never remake this. I'll be so upset. You know what? Joel Schumacher, yeah, complain about the Batman versus Robin, whatever. But this was good, and this and Phone Booth were pretty good. I really like both from him. But Lost Boys, incredible movie. Paranormal Activity 4. You know what? I spent like $22 on this thing. Why? Because I liked it at that time. Then I rewatched it and I said to myself, what the hell did I just do? But this is still enjoyable. I honestly I'm almost done with the franchise, though. 5 is just... they tried to do something new and it just didn't work. Anyway, Poltergeist, I just got this, and The Shining, which isn't here. I took the Shawshank Redemption. What? I took the Shawshank Redemption instead of The Shining. That's not a horror movie. It was pretty horrific in a few scenes of what they beat Andy Dufresne up a couple times. But, guys, I'm sorry. The Shining is in my collection. All right, I'm making this known right now. The Shining is in my collection. I should go run and go get it real quick. I'm probably going to go do that. I'll just leave the camera on because I'm not editing this. Poltergeist, anyway, just got this and The Shining from Best Buy a few days ago. Real cheap. Poltergeist is pretty good. Then I'm going to go run and get it. The Scream 5 film set. The first 3 Screams, and then they get like documentaries. This sucks, it doesn't include 4, which was meh. I've seen the first Scream. I haven't seen 2 and 3 yet, but I got it recently because it was really cheap. It was only like $10. So I said, you know what? That doesn't belong there. I'm so sorry, guys. Then The Strangers. I really enjoy The Strangers. Very creepy movie. Really good soundtrack score in this one. I really enjoyed it. And then there's the stranger that looks like Betty Boop. Yeah, she's in this movie too. And then, like I said, real quick, my horror shows. Harper's Island. I enjoy it. Then all 4 seasons of The Walking Dead. Season 1, Season 2. Season 3 on Blu-ray. I know it's completely out of order. And now Season 4. I don't even know why I bought this at full price. I don't know. I actually, I bought this with my dad and my brother because we're all fans of the show. But Season 4 was just a major letdown in my opinion, except for Too Far Gone. Anyway, you know what, guys? Stare at all this real quick. Here, I'm going to go back to the wide shot, okay, guys? Just stare at that. I'm going to go run and get The Shining real quick. It's just in the other room. Enjoy it, guys. Go ahead. Keep looking at it. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, see how easy that was? I'm back. I'm all back. Here we go. Here's Jack Nicholson. There he is. There's Johnny. There we go. There's The Shining. I haven't even seen all of The Shining yet. I've only seen parts of it. But I'm sorry I forgot it. Shawshank Redemption. See, look how similar they are on my shelf. Shawshank, Shining, right next to each other. I was going for Shining, but I didn't pay attention. I pulled Shawshank. I'm sorry about that, guys. That just added an extra 2 minutes to the video, but... Whew! That's it. Damn. Oh man, that was a lot of work. All right, guys. All right, let's put all this back in a pile. Let's see if I can get all the Blu-rays to get. Oh, this is gonna fail. All right. While I do this, while you guys stare at this for me, Shawshank Redemption is gonna stay to the side. Oh no, this is gonna fall. It's gonna fall. No! I'm going to try to quote horror movies while I put all this back together for one final shot. Let's see. What am I going to quote? I already quoted Here's Johnny, so I can't do that again. Let me do Friday the 13th. Let me try to do Mrs. Voorhees. Try to do some impressions here. Let's get that to the side. Got my DVDs. Back to Mrs. Voorhees. Kill her, mommy. Kill her. Kill her, mommy. Kill her. That was terrible, terrible Mrs. Voorhees impression. I'm going to have to stand up, guys, to do this. Don't mind me. I'm just organizing things. Putting things back. Okay. There we go. There's all the DVDs in the first stack, and then second stack. Okay. Now, let's pull back for the wide, and we can close the video out. Okay. There we go. I know they're completely disheveled, but we're going to live with that. Anyway, guys, that is it. That's my entire horror movie collection on Blu-ray and DVD. I know that this video was completely disorganized and it was shot terribly. And trust me, guys, I would have loved to have gotten in front of the camera and shown all of them to you guys. But I just don't have time to edit, guys. I mean, it's ridiculous how much time, you know, I'm spending at school and all that. And, you know, I just don't have time to sit down. You know, I got other assignments to edit. I just don't have the time to sit down and properly edit a video for YouTube, you know, like a special video. Usually these sort of special videos I edit, and this year I just couldn't. So nevertheless, guys, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my collection. I know it was messy, I know it was all over the place, I know it wasn't filmed that well, but I hope you guys managed to find some enjoyment out of it. I really had a fun time getting all these together. Now I'm staring. Look, they're staring at me. I want to go watch all of them, almost all of them. Where's When a Stranger Calls? Let me just, yeah, let me go burn this. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, I'm kidding. But anyway, guys, all seriousness, I'm sorry for the lack of Halloween-themed videos. I mean, I did Walking Dead reviews, but that was really it. I've just been so busy with school. I really couldn't find the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried to go all out, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So again, let me know what you think of my collection down below. Let me know your horror movie collection. What do you collect for horror movies on Blu-ray DVD? Let me know about all that. And of course, guys, have a happy Halloween. I'll see you guys later.